Hi guys! In today's video, I want to talk about something that has a lot of impact on me, and if you're an entrepreneur, I believe it has an impact on you as well. Or you might have experienced this at some point during your entrepreneurial journey. And I'm talking about restlessness, right? And I want to address this because a lot of people think it's a bad thing, and it is if you do not know how to channel it or how to use it in a proper way in order to help you rather than to be something that you have to get out of the way in order to achieve your goals. So I'll dive right into this and start explaining how it feels like to constantly have your mind thinking about how you could improve things for your business, or what improvements you could add to your current products, or whatever you want to think about when it comes to business. Or if you're like me, my brain does not stop thinking even about how to improve my personal life as well, which is great, right? But sometimes when at night I go to sleep, I cannot really sleep because I have in my mind this ideas, these thoughts popping up, like I could do this better, or I could improve this product, or I could improve this part of my personal life, or I could do this or that. And if you're experiencing that, like at first, it feels like a burden. It feels as if it sucks, right? It's kind of it's a feeling of anxiety that you cannot shut down your brain. You literally cannot shut down your brain. It's very hard for you to relax, especially if you're like me and you like working. I wake up at around 7 or 8 a.m. I go straight to my computer. I start working. I obviously stop during the day to take a small break here and there, to get off the chair, obviously. Have lunch, stuff like that. But besides that, I just continue working till like 7 or 8 p.m. and then I go to the gym, I come home, I sleep, and just another day. Tomorrow I just start fresh, and that's pretty much it. During the weekend, I kind of shifted my schedule to accommodate for other endeavors as well. Like I like playing basketball, I like staying in the gym more, stuff like that. But other than that, this is my daily schedule, and it's stressful to know that after you've been working for like 12 hours, you cannot switch your brain off, not even when you're trying to sleep, right? Good thing is, though, it's interesting how when you are about to rest, or when you're in shower, right, taking a shower or something, those are the moments when your best ideas come to life and you feel most empowered. And this is the point. This is where I want to to go with this. It's because when you are rested, your brain thinks better. So I'll take a step back now. And as I said, during the 12-hour period that I work, and I really do work, I also take breaks. And during those breaks, I feel as if my brain is the most productive. Like the best ideas that I have spur from those moments. Or let's take another example. I took like the first time in 3 years I took a 3-day vacation. Like it's crazy. I know I didn't take a vacation for the past 3 years for several reasons. But I had one last week. I just came back from it, and I can tell you one thing. During that period of time, besides having to get back to messages or emails or stuff like that, business related, obviously, I didn't do anything. And when I came back with a bunch of ideas that I was ready to implement. Some of them I already implemented in a couple of days, and I've seen a good return on them. In this case, was not a return on money, it was rather a return on my time. It was about automation tasks. But anyway, what I'm saying here is that you should always prioritize taking some time off. And when you're not, so for example, during Monday through Fridays, because I do work Monday through Fridays and weekends are almost off for me. When you work, it's totally fine to have your brain thinking 24/7. That's what it's supposed to do. But when you're off, try to disconnect from it all and embrace whatever you're doing in the moment. And as long as you have these two separate parts divided, you can have a work-life balance. I mean, work-life balance, because it doesn't really exist in that way. But you can have one if you have those parts disconnected. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I know I've covered like several topics on this video. It's just like I'm trying to share my journey here with you guys, and sometimes it's even hard for me to I would say debunk myths, or even to break down concepts, because I'm currently experiencing them. So I give you my best practices which work for me, which I obviously implement. But if you find that something else works best for you, go ahead and implement that. No matter what some gurus out there tell you, we're not created equal, and we all have our own ways of stemming off, our own ways of delegating stress, our own ways of coping with stress. So we have our own ways. I mean, we're created equal in a totally different way. But when it comes to our personal preferences, everyone has its own. So go ahead and do whatever works for you. And one more thing, and after that I'll just close this video, is please do not trust gurus who tell you, or influencers who tell you that they have been sleeping for past whatever period of time, only 2 or 3 hours a night, and they hustle the rest. That is all bullshit. If you do that, there's only 2 things that's gonna happen. First of all, you're gonna be super stressed out, which increases cravings, which obviously leads to you being putting on some pounds, getting fatter, increasing anxiety. So it's like a flywheel. It's like a downward spiral. So there's nothing good coming out of it. And secondly, there's not one time that I could recall that I have made my best decisions when I was lacking sleep. In 9 out of 10 times, I made the worst decisions ever when I was sleep deprived. So I would say go out there, sleep enough, work hard when you are actually working, and for the rest of the week or for the rest of the month or whatever your work free time schedule is made up from, just take a break, relax, let the great ideas flow into your head, and then go implement them. If you want to hop on a free call with me, I would be more than happy to. We can hop on a Zoom call. We can then put the recording here on YouTube. You can find the link somewhere down below. It's totally free to join. You don't have to join with your camera on unless you want to. I will obviously, but you don't have to. And you can ask me anything on the topics of automations or marketing, even business and life in general, though I kind of prefer to stay on the tech side because I know I can answer the questions there. Till next time.